Rain poured softly over the city as flashing lights painted the street red and blue. A calm man stepped out of his car, hands visible, suit soaked, badge hidden beneath his jacket. Officers surrounded him quickly, voices sharp, weapons half raised. He asked a simple question, steady and polite, asking why he was stopped. No answer came, only commands shouted louder. Neighbors watched from windows, phones recording, tension thick in the air. The man breathed slowly, aware this moment could change everything, even though he had done nothing wrong tonight again. The officers ordered him to turn around and place his hands behind his back. He complied without hesitation, keeping his voice respectful and calm. Still, their suspicion did not fade. One officer muttered something under his breath, another tightened his grip. The man tried explaining he was a federal agent, but his words were dismissed instantly. "Save it," someone said. Rain mixed with frustration as cold cuffs snapped shut. Cameras kept rolling, capturing fear, confusion, and a quiet dignity rarely seen in moments like this. The street felt smaller, heavier, and painfully silent for everyone watching nearby. As they searched him, the officers found nothing illegal, yet their tone remained harsh. The man asked again, calmly, if he could reach for his identification. They refused, saying it was too risky. He nodded, choosing patience over protest. Inside, his heart raced, not from guilt, but from experience. He knew how quickly misunderstandings could turn deadly. A crowd gathered, whispers spreading fast. Some shook their heads, others recorded closer. No one intervened. The cuffs dug deeper, and the rain kept falling, washing the street, but not the tension away. One officer radioed dispatch, reporting a suspicious individual resisting verbally. The man closed his eyes briefly, then opened them, steady again. He asked for a supervisor, his voice controlled, professional. The request was ignored. A police car door opened, and he was guided toward it firmly. He did not struggle. He did not raise his voice. He simply walked. In the distance, sirens echoed, blending with the rain. 7 minutes had passed since the stop began, yet it already felt like a lifetime unfolding in public view. Inside the car, the man sat quietly, wrists aching, mind sharp. He replayed every word, every movement, wondering where things shifted. Outside, an officer finally searched his jacket pocket and froze. A badge glinted under the streetlight. Silence followed. The officer stared again, then called another over. Confusion replaced confidence. They whispered urgently, checking the badge, checking the name. The mood changed instantly. Radios crackled again, this time with nervous tones. The car door remained closed, but everything else had begun to unravel fast. A supervisor arrived moments later, stepping into the rain with authority. He examined the badge carefully, then looked toward the man in the back seat. His expression tightened. He asked the officers why the badge was not identified earlier. No clear answer came. The supervisor opened the door and uncuffed the man immediately. An apology followed, rushed and uncomfortable. The man stepped out slowly, rubbing his wrists. The crowd murmured louder now. Cameras zoomed closer. What began as control had turned into embarrassment, confusion, and an unexpected shift of power. The agent finally spoke clearly, identifying himself as a federal agent with the FBI. His voice was calm, not angry, not proud, just factual. The supervisor's face drained of color. He nodded, offering another apology, this time quieter. The officers who arrested him avoided eye contact. Rainwater dripped from uniforms and pride alike. The crowd reacted strongly now, some angry, some shocked. 7 minutes earlier, this man was a suspect. Now the entire situation stood exposed under flashing lights and unblinking cameras. The agent did not celebrate or lecture. He simply asked for names and badge numbers, professionally and calmly. The supervisor agreed without argument. The street felt different now, as if the air had shifted. People whispered about what could have happened if the badge had not been found. The agent listened but stayed silent. He knew this story too well. The rain slowed, but the moment lingered. Accountability had arrived quietly, without shouting, without force, only truth revealed at the right time. One officer attempted a weak explanation, citing procedure and safety. The agent nodded, acknowledging concern while stating facts. He explained how compliance was given, how identification was requested, and how assumptions were made. The supervisor listened carefully, realizing the seriousness. This was no longer just a mistake, it was a lesson unfolding in real time. Cameras captured every word. No one interrupted. The agent's calm presence contrasted sharply with earlier aggression, making the moment even more powerful for those watching silently. Neighbors who recorded earlier now lowered their phones slightly, processing what they had witnessed. Some shook their heads in disbelief, others whispered about fairness and fear. The agent thanked the supervisor for correcting the situation and requested to leave. The supervisor insisted on escorting him respectfully. Apologies followed again, this time sincere. The agent accepted them politely, but said little more. Justice, he knew, was not about revenge. It was about recognition, responsibility, and ensuring the same mistake did not repeat for someone else. As the agent walked back to his car, the rain finally stopped. The flashing lights turned off one by one. The street returned to normal, but the impact remained. The officers stood quietly, reflecting. The supervisor stayed behind, speaking firmly to his team. The crowd slowly dispersed, but the videos were already online. This moment would travel far beyond this street, not because of anger, but because of restraint, truth, and an unexpected reversal that forced everyone to pause and think deeply. Later that night, the agent sat alone in his car before driving away. He took a deep breath, allowing the tension to release. He thought about how close the situation came to becoming something far worse. Training had protected him, but awareness saved him. He hoped the footage would lead to change, not just debate. He started the engine quietly. Tomorrow, his job would continue, protecting others, often unseen. Tonight, however, the spotlight had revealed something important to everyone watching. News outlets picked up the story quickly, replaying the 7 minutes again and again. Headlines focused on the twist, but missed the deeper lesson. Viewers argued online, some defensive, others reflective. The agent refused interviews, choosing silence over spectacle. He believed actions spoke louder. The department launched an internal review. Words like training and bias filled statements. Yet for the agent, the real victory was walking away alive, respected, and composed when the situation could have ended very differently. Community leaders later praised the agent's calm response. They said his patience prevented chaos. Others questioned why such patience was even required. The conversation grew wider, deeper. Officers involved were reassigned pending review. The supervisor publicly accepted responsibility. No shouting, no arrests followed, just consequences. Quiet, measured, necessary. The agent watched from a distance, hoping this moment would mean something lasting. Change rarely comes loudly. Sometimes it arrives through calm strength shown at exactly the right time. Weeks later, the video still circulated, shared as a reminder, not of humiliation, but of awareness. The agent returned fully to his duties, carrying the same calm professionalism. He knew not every story ended like his. That truth stayed with him. Still, he believed progress came from moments like these, captured, discussed, and learned from. 7 minutes had changed many perspectives, not through force, but through composure, clarity, and an unexpected reveal that shocked everyone watching. This was not just a story about authority or uniforms. It was about assumptions, patience, and the power of staying calm under pressure. The unexpected twist was not the badge, it was the dignity shown throughout. In a world quick to judge, this moment slowed everything down. 7 minutes exposed fear, correction, and responsibility. And sometimes, that is where real change begins. Quietly, unexpectedly, right in front of everyone.